right. We have a replay. We have the coaching. That's right. They go after me for this Dropbox shit. They're coming after you first, Tom. They're coming after you first. Oh, Tom, I love you, man. I do. All right. So first things first, gather everybody up in their proper lanes. Ooh, I like it. Yasuo Zach has good potential. Looks like you're up against a Shen. Is that a Vel'Koz mid? Never mind. That's a Shen support. That is a Shen support. There. Now I've organized it. Let's do only watching from Blue Side's perspective. And we're watching you, Devil in Disguise. Okay, so first things first, I like that you're heading up here. This is like the best area to be sitting in, and where you're sitting is perfect because you have full vision. If they try and come into this brush, you'll see it coming. So based on their enemy team composition, it's very unlikely they're going to invade and try and steal a buff. Very unlikely. So standing here is perfect. That's exactly what you should be doing at the start of the game. The only thing that might be better is if your team gathered here and you were with them pushing into the enemy jungle, but since that didn't happen, this is the next best thing. This is very aggressive. This is very aggressive. What you're doing right now is very risky. I like what you're doing, though, because it ensures that your team knows where the enemy jungler is starting. You know now that the Rengar is starting here. Because you had full vision here. You know he's not starting here. Since you dropped that ward there, you know for a fact he's starting here. It also means that you now know that, in all likelihood, your lane opponent will be here to meet you. But it was very risky. If, say, the Hecarim was here, he would have chunked you pretty hard and you would have had to back. But I think you did it early enough so that it wouldn't matter. So with Hecarim in general, this lane is one where you just don't want to be... you don't want to be brawling with him. You want to poke, you want to disengage, you don't want to brawl. You want to CS as best as you can and not brawl. It's okay to give up some CS if you have to. But yeah, you're taking a lot of harass here, but at the same time so is he, which is okay. And he's burning through a bit of his mana too, so this is actually just fine. You're starting off pretty well here, and oh, you managed to cheese. Good cheese. That's always nice news. Yeah, he's level 2. You really don't want to be near him. I think you took a little bit too much damage trying to get that 1 CS up there. But you did start armor 4 pot, so you've got plenty of sustain to go with it. No big deal. I'd say that's a minor mistake, but it's not one that'll cost you. Missing that CS you shouldn't have, but okay, that's good. You still picked up most of the CS, and you pinged Mia, which is good. He was waiting for you, but that's fine. Yeah, look, his mana's almost gone. He only has 2 corrupting potion stacks. You're winning right now. You're definitely winning. You're using your sustain. He's burning through his mana too fast. And as long as you just don't die within the next minute, you'll eventually be able to fight him. Because once he runs out of mana, there's nothing he can do to you. He only has 1 corrupting potion stack, and he only has 20 mana now. Oh! The tower shot. The tower shot. Oh, if only you had Ignite. If only you had Ignite. I understand and respect your choice to go teleport first. If you had Ignite, that would have been a kill. That would have been a kill. Ah, okay. If you're playing with... Oh, no. If you're playing with a pre-made team, then I agree. What you did is the right idea. Absolutely. If you're playing with a pre-made team, then you should always take teleport. Always take teleport. Because your team will be able to let you know when they need you every time. They should. You missed a bit of CS here. I think you're just... it looked like you were just auto-attacking. Also, since the wave is where it is, you don't really... You either want to push it or you don't want to push it. And the way that you're standing, the way that you're doing that, it will guarantee that it will push out. You want to be doing as little damage as possible to the minions. I like that trade. I like that trade. But yeah, always remember that. Oh, This guy, I don't know what he's doing, but he's playing terribly. Oh, he ignited you. Wait, 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 get under the tower, get under the tower. You're fine. And he didn't even pop your passive. Wow, he's so low and he's here. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. That flash Q was probably unnecessary, but good enough. He died, you didn't. That's all that matters. Though, you probably want to... Actually, no. You have enough health. You have 2 potions. So I'd say that's a slight mistake. You still have 2 potions left and you gave up your passive. I don't think you needed to. I think you could have drank those potions earlier and you wouldn't have had to give up your passive. You still would. And you might have gotten the kill because of that. Although it's good that your Master Yi picked up the kill. If there's any jungler who getting kills is not a bad thing, it's Master Yi. But yeah, it's kind of, it's really too bad what happened right now with the wave. Because you could have frozen the wave over here, or you could have shoved it under his tower, but instead, it's in this limbo position where it is pushing towards his tower, but he'll make it back in time to get the CS. Not only that, but you now put yourself in a dangerous position because you're pushing forward without wards and without a passive. You'll hit 6 soon, but yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the danger. Because now you don't really want to be fighting him. You do have a big minion wave, but you don't have your passive. Ooh, you are 6 and he's 4. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. You are 2 levels up on him and you have your ultimate. So I take it back. You're okay. And Yi was in the area, but this is pretty dangerous. You're deep without passive. You do have your ultimate. Soon you'll have a... Oh, you do have your elastic slingshot too. Okay. It's dangerous, but like right now, I would... I'd want to back away, but it looks like... Oh, never mind. You guys got this. You ran the wrong way. You needed to go this way, which means the Yi's gonna die. Oh, no. So, yeah, a couple of things here. Let's look at that again. So, a couple of things. One, this is Hecarim. He has a lot of sustain with his Spirit of Dread. Remember this. When his Spirit of Dread is up, he heals for 20% of damage any enemies inside the aura take by 20%. Which is a lot, because he'll be spamming his abilities. I mean, I like the thought behind this, but... yeah, so a big problem here is, first of all, you're running this way. You should have ran this way. If you ran this way, that last tower shot would not have gotten you. And that, your death, got him to 6, which allowed him to live. If he didn't hit 6, then Yi would have killed him and alpha striked to the next minion wave and survived. Yeah, that slight misplay, that very slight misplay where you ran this way instead of this way is the reason why Hecarim picked up a double kill. I think otherwise, you guys would have killed him and the Yi would have gotten out clean. It's possible the Yi might still have died, but the Yi would have had a chance. He would have gotten the kill and possibly been able to alpha strike to a minion, which would have saved his life. Oh, but, yeah, see, it's really obnoxious. His W sustain was huge there. Huge. It would have been even better if there was a ward here you could have teleported to. It was a nice thought. You gave concerted effort to try and kill the Hecarim who... And now the wave is pushed in, which is good. You want to shove it in one more wave, I think. Dropping a ward is a good idea too, but I think you should have shoved this in one more wave while you still could have. Yeah, I don't like the stealing the enemy jungle without vision of where the enemy team is. You don't know where anyone is. You do know the Rengar was around the bottom side earlier because your Ashe died to him. So I guess it's okay. But you lost a bunch of CS up here in the process. And you could have made him lose a lot more CS than he did. Oh dear. You also took a bunch of damage from the Gromps, which is now making it so that the Hecarim was able to get you really low. So yeah, let's go over that again. So I feel like what you should have done was push in one more wave. After that wave was down, then maybe go for this. Since in the end, I was mistaken when I said earlier, uh-oh. Wow, nice, 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 clutch play. And you had your passive too, so there was no chance of you dying. Clutch play. I want to look at that again, but before that happens, let me finish talking about what I was saying up here. So up here, when there was a minion wave here and you had one pushing into it and the tower shooting it, I feel like you should have cleared out this minion wave first, because then it would have meant that your follow-up wave that was coming would have crashed into his tower. Then you could have gone over here and killed the Grump, and if he tried to stop you, you hop over a wall and he loses all the minions that would have crashed into the tower. And if he doesn't come to stop you, if he goes up here to farm, then you can cleanly take this and get back to lane without him chunking you, which is what happened. You killed the Gromp, he came up here, and since there was no minion wave that he was losing anymore under the tower, he doesn't lose anything by going for you. Now, let's look at this play. So you're really low life, you have your passive, and the Hecarim has got half of his health and is cocky. Let's see this happen. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Your ultimate timing, perfect. And I like how you came back for the last bounce. I like that a lot. Though you should have picked up all these blobs. There are 2 blobs here that you could have easily picked up that would have healed you for 8% of your life. You're now really low on health. If the Rengar were somehow nearby, you'd be in trouble. Or if the Hecarim had his teleport, you would be in trouble. Because I don't think he used his ultimate there, did he? Well, I can't tell anymore. No, he didn't use his ultimate. So if he has his teleport, your health matters a lot. If he were to teleport in on something, oh, he is teleporting. He teleported bot. Oops. Your Ashe is dead, but so is he. Yeah, I would not recommend backing right now. I would push one more wave. Because now you know that the Hecarim's dead and he just burned his teleport. You want to make him suffer as much as possible. He's suffering a lot by losing this wave, but you could have shoved out one more wave. And Shen could not have stopped you. This is a support Shen who's 0-4. He could not stop you. I feel like you should have pushed in one more wave, given the knowledge you had that Hecarim was bot and just died and just teleported. I like that you went for Sunfire Cape first. Sunfire Cape first against Hecarim is a solid choice, since Hecarim does mostly physical damage. If you'll notice, his Rampage does physical damage, which is his spammable ability. He's using that constantly. His W does magic damage, but that's pathetic amount of damage. Look at that. It's 100 magic damage over 4 seconds. It's nothing. His Devastating Charge does physical damage. His ultimate does magic damage, but it's not... I mean, the main source of his damage is his Q and his E. His ultimate also does a lot of damage, but, I mean, that's a finisher or a starter. But either way, it's not your biggest concern. So I feel like Sunfire Cape's the best option, because he's also not the greatest auto-attacking champion. Oh. I like what you did. You moved into the brush, and you prepared for him to charge in after you. I like that. Good call. That was that's something like along the lines of what I would want to do. That was very high-level thinking. But yeah, Hecarim, in general, he likes to get auto-attacks off, but most of his damage comes from his abilities, not his auto-attacks. Oh, I like it. He's here. Now, if you have Elastic Slingshot, he's probably dead. Yeah, unless he ults away, he's definitely dead. Why didn't he ult away? He could have survived that. After the first Alpha Strike, if he had ulted, he would have escaped. Because there's no way you can chase him at that point. With his Devastating Charge and his ultimate, there's no way. So he fucked up. He fucked up pretty badly right there. It was a misplay on his part. He tried to withhold his ultimate for no reason. The ultimate would have saved his life. So once again, you know he doesn't have teleport. I'd shove out one more wave. I'd shove out one more wave before roaming around. You really want to make him suffer. And now this wave that otherwise would have just crashed into his tower won't. So I feel like, yeah, it's nice you're stealing his Grump, you're hurting his jungler, but right now your primary concern is fucking over their top lane. Your primary concern is beating him so hard that he has no impact in the team fights. And instead of him losing most of this wave, I'd be afraid of his confidence. I think that means his jungler's nearby. Where is his? Why is he doing this? The Rengar has to be coming. Why on earth would? So he just gave up a minion wave and fought you in bad position without a jungler coming? I mean, like if I were in your shoes, I would not have fought this because I would think this Hecarim must have support coming. He must have support coming. Otherwise, why would you give up this minion wave for something that is not a guaranteed kill? I don't get it. I don't get what this Hecarim's doing. He's squandering the double kill he got earlier. He's absolutely squandering it. And as you can see, your CS is massively more than his. I don't know what he's doing. Uh-oh. All right, so let's take a break here from the top lane and look at how the rest of the game's going. Your Yi is absurdly fed. Awesome. Your Yi is absurdly fed. Oh, you're teleporting. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that teleport. You did save the tower, but you lost most of your life. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that teleport. Saving the tower is nice, but the tower only has a 600 health left on it. It won't be that much effort to take it down. Still, not the worst use of teleport. Saving a tower with your teleport, objective control is sort of one of the reasons why you take teleport. The bad news is now Hecarim's in top, and he's going to shove this under your tower, so you're going to lose a minion wave. You picked up a minion wave here, you'll lose a minion wave here. And the Hecarim's going to get a lot of damage on this tower. Yeah, I'm not so sure what I think about that. And he's gone. I don't think it was a bad call to teleport mid. I'm just not sure if it was a good call either. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. If that tower being alive later is the reason why you guys win a fight or something, that would make sense. Oh, and your team's picking up, which Drake is this? I can't tell. I can't tell what Drake that is. Well, I guess I'll find out in a second. That was a Cloud Drake. Okay. The next dragon will be a Water Drake? Or Storm Drake? I don't know. Huh! Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, that was a waste. It was a waste. Wait, why am I watching this? I should be watching you. I guess it's good to know what your team's doing. While you're walking back to lane, you should actually be watching what the rest of your team's doing. I normally don't. Oops. Yeah, so it looks like teleporting mid didn't really do anything. They still took down the tower. Oh wait. Let's see what happened. I kind of want to see what's going on in top. Oh. Why is he going after you? Oh my god, this guy's terrible. This guy is absolutely terrible. So you popped his... Nice. Ult for ultimate, and you're the one who won the trade. You shouldn't dive, yeah. Very nice. And huge minion wave, which means he just lost a bunch more CS. You are so far up in CS. Let's look at the gold difference here. 5,700 versus your 1,000 gold up. Despite the fact that he has 3 kills to your 1 kill and 2 assists, you're 1,000 gold up because your CS advantage is just that massive. So just keep it in mind, man. You made a couple of decisions, which, if the Hecarim were doing the right thing, he would have picked up a lot of extra CS that otherwise he would not have gotten. But because he didn't get that CS, we basically can look at the situation from a standpoint of, let's assume you did actually deny him that CS. Let's look at that as a situation and assume that you did deny him that CS. This is what he would look like right now. This is what he would look like right now. God, he's gonna die, isn't he? don't know what this Hecarim's doing. Now, in your position, you have Sunfire, you have Haunting Guys. If this guy's alone, you can kill him. I would have actually dropped a ward here. And I don't like jumping over here prematurely. You know the Jin's up here. If anything, you want to see if he's going to keep pushing. And he is. Oh my god. This is a free kill right here. If you have your ultimate. And you'll have it. You'll have it really soon. Nice. Yeah, look at that damage. Look at that damage. If you have your... Oh no. You just canceled the... you should still kill him. You canceled your auto there, and you had to burn your flash. I feel like you didn't need to burn your flash. I feel like had you positioned yourself better and stayed in front of him, you could have just ulted him without needing to burn your flash. But, yep, that was a good call. That was a good call. Instead of jumping over here to do this camp, I would have waited. I would have walked around this way, specifically when this wave wasn't showing itself. I would have warded here, walked around this way, gone in this brush, and then killed the Jin. A smart Jin never would have done what he did. He never should have pushed further out not knowing where you are. It was just not smart on his part. Wow, your team is massively up. Overall, though, I feel like, if anything, you're only making very minor misplays. Very, very minor. Uh-oh. Well, your wards gave you vision, and you're out of there. Nice. Nice. Good call. Good call. That was a very dangerous call, though. Let's have a quick look at this again. It was a very dangerous call you made. Because you know the Rengar's here. Never mind, he's got no stacks. No danger at all. If he had 5 stacks, then he could have rooted you. And then your Elastic Slingshot would have gone on cooldown, and the two of them would have killed you almost for sure. Since he had no stacks, you did the right call. And this is one of the things I love about Zach. You start Elastic Slingshot here, you jump 2 walls. They can't follow you. They can't follow you going over 2 walls. Very good call. Good call. You have a lot of good decisions. I think overall your play is very strong. Like, seriously, I don't have any big suggestions. Overall, these are all relatively minor things to work on to improve how you play the game. And that's a nice thing to say, man. Very minor. It's really nice. Uh-oh, what's going on down here? Your Yasuo is so dead. Wow. They threw everything at him, and the Rengar didn't even get credit, poor thing. He died before the Rengar could hit him. Yeah, bot lane needs to be careful. Whoa. Bard ult. Good, you're teleporting in. Bard doesn't have his ult. He had his ult. Why didn't the Bard ult? I don't think you're going to be able to kill him yet. It's really hard to kill Hecarim. Why did he ult now? He could have saved the Ashe. He could have saved the Ashe so nicely. Oops. Oh, the Bard gave the threat. The Bard. That's a weird place to die. That's a really weird place to die. Did the Hecarim seriously just die? How did he die? He's dead. How did the Hecarim just die? There's no reason he should have been anywhere near your team after surviving that. But I guess they did pick up Yi for that, so not bad. The Jin is split pushing? Are you joking me? Jin, what are you doing, man? You shouldn't be split pushing. Granted, your team's nowhere near him. Oh, he knows. He knows Yasuo's coming, yeah, so. So let's see what you're building. I like it. You got Leandra's Torment, you have Sunfire Cape, you're getting some MR. Based on the enemy team composition and who's strong on their team, you need magic resistance. The Vel'Koz is fed enough where he might be able to kill you given a true damage ultimate, which actually means your magic resistance won't be that great. Ooh, look at that. It's Air Drake. Nice shot. Nice shot there, Ashe. Oh, you missed your Elastic Slingshot. See, this is one of the problems with Zac when it comes to using his Elastic Slingshot. If you're in plain sight of the enemy... Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Wait, what? How did he heal so much? Damn, he missed the stretching strike. It should still be a kill. Yeah. But Bard's gonna bite the one. Bard's gonna bite it for that one, and you need to run. I guess you don't need to run. Ashe needs to run. If Rengar were to show up on Ashe right now, oh, she's dead. She's dead. Wow, the Hecarim just misclicked, really? Oh my god. This Hecarim is terrible. Seriously. That was so bad. He misclicked the minion instead of the Ashe. If he had hit the Ashe with that, maybe he could have actually won that. But because he misclicked, he died. And had no chance of winning it because of that misclick. Oops. Oops. You're low on health. You're elastic slingshotting into the dragon pit with on top of a ward, I might add. I'd feel a little iffy about this. Although you do know that the Rengar is dying up here, so never mind. You're okay. Never mind. So let's see what buffs you have right now. So you have 2 Cloud Drakes. Ew. Ew. 30 movement speed out of combat's nice and all, but it's not. Oh. Good flash. That was a good flash. Uh-oh. Ashe is probably... No, she is not. Yeah. Let's look at that again. Let's look at that again. So you're low on health. I like the thought behind this, but missing it, it wasn't even your fault you missed it. He flashed. But missing it doomed your teammate and could have killed you too. What are you doing? Hecarim, what are you doing? What are you doing, Hecarim? Oh my god, what is this Hecarim doing? You're gonna die. Actually, your passive's coalescing really fast. I don't know what I think about what you just did. Why didn't he... had he shot his 4th bullet faster at you, I think he would have killed you. That was an incredibly risky decision on your part. Wow, this is... you should die. You really should die. Wow. That was a horrible mess. And for the most part, I feel like the enemy team misplayed pretty badly there. Oh. Is it enough to kill him? It's not going to be an... Oh, it is now. Oh, it is now. I don't know what the Shen was thinking. He had a chance. If he kept running and dashed over a wall, he had a chance. Wow. You picked up a bunch of kills there, and I sort of feel like you really shouldn't have. Had the enemy team played a little bit differently there, you would have died very quickly. Like, seriously, the Jhin not firing his 4th bullet at you until after you'd already started elastic slingshotting at him, that was such a risky play on your part. Such a risky play. Because running at him while he's got his 4th bullet chambered should basically mean you die. For some reason, he didn't fire it in time. Is there something I don't know about this? Shots. Stop on the first jam. Increase by 2% for each 1% health the target's missing. The 4-shot crits for 250% damage. Why didn't he shoot the 4th bullet? I don't get it. Had he fired that 4th bullet at you, you would have died. 100% you would have died. And then you would not have picked up all those kills afterwards. Oh, Shen, what are you doing? Oh, Shen, what are you doing? That was great positioning, by the way. Really, really solid. And I like how you're running in front of him. You're denying any escape options. Wow, that Hecarim, that Bard ultimate actually really sucked. I meant for your team. Wow. Wow. Dude, oh, you're dead. But you might... No, you're dead. So first things first. Your Ashe was taking this tower. You were here. Perfect. Really well done. That's exactly what you want to be doing. You want to be giving her cover without the enemy team knowing you're giving her cover. And this position was perfect. So the Shen overcommitted and died because of that. He died because he didn't know you were here and assumed the Ashe was alone and figured he could kill her. Which he might have been able to do. Look at his tankiness. He's got a ton of armor and crit reduction. Yeah. Ah. No, you're probably right on the Bard. The Bard ult didn't save him, and it didn't give your team any real advantage, but it did allow you to get a picture-perfect ultimate after that. Oh, Hecarim has Thornmail. Let's see, so what have you been building? Spirit Visage, Sunfire, Leandries. All good choices. All good choices. Especially since right now the biggest threat on their team is Vel'Koz, and he is a huge threat. 949. How much AP does he actually have? I can't tell because he's... whoops. He has 500 AP. That is really, really scary. But, wow, yeah, look at the damage. Look at the damage the Vel'Koz is doing. Spirit Visage is absolutely the right... Hold on, I should be looking at you. I should not be looking at that. So let's see what's going on here. Your team's gathering up here. You're running around from the south side. I like this. You're going for the Jhin. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And you canceled Shen's ultimate at the same time. Good. Very good. Oh, no. Bard! What are you doing, man? Oh, my God. The Bard killed you. The Bard absolutely killed you. Oh, no. The Bard absolutely killed you. If that ultimate didn't hit you, you probably could have gotten 1 kill, if not 2 more kills off of that, before the enemy team managed to regroup and go for you. I like what you did here. You denied... you and Bard denied 3 people from their team from joining your fight. The problem is that one of those people that was already in the fight was the Vel'Koz, and the Vel'Koz was just demolishing whoever he was fighting against. I like the thought, but I think given the makeup of their team, it probably would have been a wiser idea to go for the Vel'Koz. Because, I mean, you're very strong. The Yi is very strong. The Ashe is very strong. But that doesn't matter if the Vel'Koz doesn't die. If the Vel'Koz gets his damage off, it doesn't matter how fed you guys are. He does true damage, and he does massive amounts of it. Again, overall, it was a good thought on your part to separate their AD carry and 3 people from their team from yours. In the end, you did something very that is strategically very strong. Because you should be able to figure out that you and Bard, separating 3 people from their team with 3 strong characters on your side still alive that are fighting Vel'Koz and whoever's left on their team, like the Vel'Koz and Hecarim, you'd think that the 3 of them should be able to beat a bad Hecarim and a Vel'Koz. I would figure that. That would be my assumption. But it didn't work out. Yeah, the first Bard ult, the Bard ult on himself up here, that wasn't necessarily bad. He might have panic ulted, but the Bard ult that he did here was really bad. It stopped you from getting 1, maybe 2 kills that you otherwise would have gotten, and you might have lived. You might have survived that scenario. Wow, you're taking all... Okay, hold on. We're not watching what's going on here, so let's see. Like your positioning. I don't like that you're throwing everything you have at the Shen and Hecarim. You want to save your damage and abilities for the people who are strong on their team, which is the Vel'Koz and the Jhin. The Vel'Koz and the Jhin were able to get all their damage off on you before you could do anything, although it did work out. It did work out, because they did throw everything they had on... Nice. Really nice. Good cleanup. Good cleanup. Yeah, like, in general, what you did here, I think, was a little dangerous, because you targeted their support who's very, very tanky. And it was a 4v5, because Ashe was in the top lane split pushing. Very risky. You threw everything at the Shen. He died. And then you moved on to the other 2 targets. You did a decent amount of damage, and they threw everything they had at you. That was your saving grace. They threw everything they had at you, and you're now level... What? Sorry. You're now level... So it means that your cell division recombines in 4 seconds. You're now high enough... Well, actually, I think it's still 5 seconds. I think it recombines in 5 seconds. Yeah, no, the Vel'Koz ultimate, that's the thing. He's very fed. True damage. Let's look how much damage that actually does. Vel'Koz's ultimate does... Wow. His ultimate does 1,400 damage. True damage if he's researched. Wow. That's a lot. You're fighting their whole team on your own and winning. I love that. You're just that strong now. You're fighting their whole team and winning. Not a whole team, but seriously, 3 of them were trying to kill you, and you're still basically at full health. I love it. I love it. Wow, you do have a lot of health. I normally don't have... Oh, never mind. You're only at 3,300. That's the right amount of health for this point in the game. 34. Going for the Jhin is going to be difficult now because of his... this is dangerous. Yeah, the Jhin has his GA. I don't like this dive. I don't like this dive. Don't like this dive. You should have been focusing on objectives instead of trying to dive the enemy team who has... Oh, God. And you guys are going to get wrecked for it. So let's look at that again. Let's look at that again. So first things first, you guys are here. You're gathered. You have a minion wave coming. They have 2 inhibitors down. There's no reason to dive anything. All you need to do is just siege and wait. Like, I don't like that you're chasing up here. I don't like this at all. Once you missed your elastic slingshot, that should have been the end of it. You should have come down here and helped your team take out the tower, or protect them, or something. Because in the end, your dive just resulted in everybody on your team dying, and not taking the tower. And I do mean everyone on your team dying, because there goes Ashe. She's popped. I feel like once you missed the elastic slingshot, you should have just turned back and gone for the tower. Or just turned back and just, like, sieged the tower. There's just no reason to do that. There's no reason. They've got super minions coming up the top, up the mid. Why? Why dive? Why do anything overly aggressive when you know that they're gonna just lose if you kill this inhibitor? 3 inhibitors down is something you can't come back from. You just can't come back from. Really? Yeah, you're dead. Wait, what? Wait, what? This Bard is such a troll! Oh my God, he's not gonna die! This Bard is such a troll! He stood there, standing still, waiting for the cooldown to come up on his Q. Then he queued and walked away. What a troll! In a beautiful way. Beautiful way. I understand you didn't want to leave your Yasuo hanging, but if your Yasuo were to just die up here, while you guys take the turret and inhibitor, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. His life for an inhibitor, I'd call that a deal well done. I'd call that a deal well done. So at this point, I'd say you guys want to get, let's see. So Dragon's in a minute and a half. Baron's in a minute 50. I'd say sieging is what you want to do. Just gather up as a team and siege. With 2 inhibitors down, they have to, and only 1 tower left. They have. Okay, so let's just pause this real quick. Let's just pause this real quick. I feel like you guys should not be fighting. You guys should not be doing anything at all related to fighting, because the only thing that could cost you guys this game is to fight and lose. That's the only thing that can cost you the game. You don't need to fight. They have 2 inhibitors down. Super minions coming up the top. Super minions coming up the mid. They have 1 tower left. If they want to defend this inhibitor, they have to give up this tower. And if they do that, they might as well be conceding anyways. You should be sieging. You should be gathering as a team. And in fact, now is the point in the game where standing in the back and preparing for an ambush is actually not the best course of action. If anything, you want to be sitting in front of your team and just being this big, imposing wall of Zac that the enemy team knows that they can't kill. And just take down the inhibitor. You want to stand in the front and absorb the shots. You want to bait out their skill shots and bait out their skills in general and let your team siege this thing down. You don't want to get close enough that they can engage on you. You just want to wait until you see 1 or 2 people going to respond to these super minions coming up the mid and top. And once that happens, that's when you want to fight. That's when you want to go in. You just want to set up for that moment where they have to defend the other objective. And then once there are less than 5 people, then you want to go for the targets that matter most, which in this case, given their team composition, the fact that he has GA, it's Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz is your target of choice. You want to throw everything you have at him. Right now, the Rengar isn't strong enough to one-shot anyone on your team. Not really. He's not building full squishy kill. And your Ashe can take care of herself. She's fed. She's fed-ish. She should be able to take care of herself with a Bard giving backup. The two of them should be fine. Your goal, Vel'Koz, and your goal should be not to fight until they have to defend this turret. So let's continue. So yeah, your positioning now leaves you far back, and your team's taking... Oh no. Oh no. This is the only way you guys can lose, right here. This is the only way you can lose. But it worked out. It didn't work out. See? This is the only way you guys can lose. You're not going to die, huh? But yeah. And now, because of what just happened, they're going to successfully defend this turret. They're going to successfully defend this inhibitor. And both of these inhibs are going to come back up. Once they have all 3 inhibs back up, now you have to team fight in order to win. Or to pick somebody off. And as you just saw, your team fight is a bit problematic. What the Yasuo did was really, really bad. He should not be going in. He needs to wait for you to Elastic Slingshot to ult onto your Elastic Slingshot. That was just, wow. The Yasuo just did a monumental throw. All you needed to do was siege. You just gather up, push it in, wait till they have to defend this turret, take out this inhibitor, done. You guys have basically won. 3 inhibs down it's basically irrecoverable. Instead, they now are going to have both of their inhibitors back up. At the very least, you guys are going to be able to hopefully take a dragon. Hopefully. I don't know. I mean, you saw the Vel'Koz was up here. So, this dragon is probably doable. Keyword, probably. Nice stun. Uh-oh. Vel'Koz and Jhin are almost here. Yeah. This is dangerous. This is so dangerous. Oh, no. Yeah, see, I don't like that you're going for Jhin. He's got GA. Even if you take him down, which it looks like you might. Oh, no. Oops. Oh, no. Alright, looks like it doesn't matter anymore. Looks like the game's over. Yeah, game's over. Alright, now you should just push down the mid and end it. They can't. They're all dead. The death timers are massive. But yeah, I feel like, in this case, your gameplay, for the most part, was very solid. Your positioning in team fights was pretty good. Your targeting might have suffered a bit. As I feel like, again, the only target you should have thrown everything you have at is the Vel'Koz. The Jhin is a nice target, but with his GA, it's difficult. Your laning was pretty good. Again, I feel like there were a couple of times where you were pushing when you shouldn't be pushing, and a couple of times where you weren't pushing when you should have. I like balls to the walls gameplay too. It's why I play Zach. That's what Zach does. You fly in, risk everything, and hope for something cool to happen. But yeah. So overall, again, I feel like overall, you're this is really weird. Huh. That's odd. I guess that's what happens when you run these. Do we have another replay? Is replay.gg up? Do we have one more replay we can do? Overall, so let me